would be after the pledge. Right?
I call to order and then nominate the clerk pro tem. And then roll call.
Oh, we do the roll call first.
Uh-huh.
Roll call before the pro tem,
I would do it before, well,
because you have to call who's here.
I know it's 6-1 after, it's like a
I'm
total
gonna do it
of
after the roll
22.
call. You ready? We're recording?
Yep.
Okay. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, August 22nd, 2023 at 11 a.m. I now call this Fairfield Township Board of Trustees special meeting to order. Will you call the roll, please?
Trustee Birding,
Present?
Trustee Harkemeyer,
Here,
Trustee McAbee,
Here. Okay, I now make a motion to appoint Ms. Diane French as our clerk pro tem.
second,
Any questions or comments? Ms. French, will you call the roll, please?
Trustee Birding,
Yes?
Trustee Harkemeyer,
yes,
Trustee McAbee.
Yes.
And that motion is adopted. Could you please stand for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, the only item on our agenda is a resolution. Mr. Goins?
Resolution number 23-113, resolution authorizing administrator to execute all necessary documents to transfer property to Butler County, state of Ohio for a future roundabout.
Okay, any questions, or is there a motion to approve?
so moved.
I will second that motion. Is there any questions or comments?
How much property we're giving up?
According to the it was a spreadsheet.
I could
Yeah, go ahead.
lay on it. Yes, so we're going for permanent right of way. The gross amount of land is 1.63 acres of land. Then there's the public road occupancy, which makes up 0.1454 acres of land, which is a net of only 0.0176 acres of land for permanent right of way. For temporary easement, it's a 0.163 acres of land. Well, no, sorry. No, that's the 0.014, I think is the. Yeah, so it's 0.0104 acres, and that's temporary easement. That's for grading purposes.
That very first statement you said 1 point. We're not giving up an acre. Right?
No, so the gross is 0.16630 acres. A big portion of that is already public road occupancy, where the road is currently located. So the additional land that we're going to be providing the county is only 0.0176 acres for permanent right of way.
Additional right away.
Yeah.
So from pavement to pavement, how wide will it be?
I mean, at its largest point,
Yes.
In the, you talking about the roundabout itself or the roadway? What exactly?
Looking for the widest point.
Widest point of the roundabout?
I assume that would be the widest point, right? The roundabout.
Sure. Yeah, I don't have that in front of me. The documents we have right now are just for the right-of-way plan. That's not very detailed.
so it's a one-lane roundabout. It's not a double-lane roundabout. So I would imagine that I just can't read these numbers on this
Yeah,
circle.
they got them sliced right in half. I mean, it's instead of giving us something with a full view of it. Of course, concern would be the entrance to the township property, fire station, and the park.
Do you have this one? Um,
Yeah, it looks like the roundabout on Morris Road, it would not have an impact on our entrance to our building between ourselves and the fire department. But there would be on the entrance and exit from our Heroes Park on the, I guess that would be the east side of the building. There seems to be some sort of divided, and I don't know if it's just striped or it looks like it might be just
I
stripes.
think that's restriping the area that's highlighted up on the screen. This area here.
Yes.
So that's gonna be restriping and
there's this one.
resurfacing.
So that's clear.
Looks like the island is only that triangle portion that's closest to the roundabout itself would be the only place that may be an island.
So-
Does look like it's just striping.
So yeah, this one here, Chuck, we can still take a left-hand turn here, can't we?
Yeah, it shouldn't have an impact on it. We'll make sure that it doesn't.
And of course, part of this is the permanent, which is only 0.176, so less than 1/18th. Right?
It's a very small portion.
Very small portion of land that we're actually losing.
So if you see on the screen, it's just the triangle right there.
So less than 2%
So
of an acre.
then the temporary is just an additional little strip of land
For grading,
for grading purposes.
just over one.
And how close to our sign is it gonna come?
Signs down here.
Not really. The pavement's not gonna be any wider?
It's not much. So I think this line right here, not too much closer to the sign. The actual bend into the right of way or the roundabout's up a little further. This is the existing alignment right here of pavement. I don't know if you can see that arrow moving up there or not.
Yeah.
No, not that. Okay, this screen right here, see this line right here? That's the existing edge of pavement.
The light line.
Yeah, the new edge of pavement.
The scale up there.
Yeah,
Based on the scale, it looks like 1/4 of an inch is 10 feet. So you're probably only looking at,
Showing any sidewalks or anything on this?
They do not have any sidewalks included in this.
What about elevation? Is it gonna be higher than what it is right now?
I really don't know.
If they have whatever right of way they need from everybody else?
They're in agreement with 3 of the property owners, or close to agreement with 3 property owners, and they're still in discussion with 1 of them. As of yesterday, so they made much progress since yesterday.
This is a 2025 project?
Yes, sir.
You don't have to spend money.
some federal funding. It's an 80-20 split between federal and local funds that they have for this project. They haven't asked us for any funding. So mostly federal dollars.
Any other questions or comments?
This point's 2024. I'm very excited for it.
Okay.
You drive the neighborhood?
I live in the Dallas
Oh, okay.
house on
Okay.
Okay.
water, around the bus.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it'll slow them
Thank
down.
you.
I'm not sure it will, but maybe it will.
I mean, I'm assuming it's gonna be like every now and then, but they said it was raised in the past, so now for the bill. Yeah. I'm saying.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Mrs. French, we,
I'm just extremely disappointed. We're sitting here with our backs to the wall, seeing diagrams for the first time. They've been working on this for months, apparently. And then they're, again, squeezing us. I don't know, just very disappointed.
Okay.
I mean, to the point where I may vote no, which means the emergency clause won't be voted. And it means we'll have to have another meeting. We'll have to vote the second time in September, which I understood originally was still plenty of time, right?
so for a special meeting, it's got to be unanimous?
It should be unanimous anytime, especially I'm pretty sure it has to be unanimous. You know, it's just, I found out we were having a meeting. I know the email went back and forth. I found out we were having a meeting when I got the copy of the post to the journal. You know, that very disappointed in that.
Okay.
I understand it's a concern, but you know, again, it's not gonna help the school traffic, other than I think it's gonna make it worse because it'll be very little pause. And when we back up to the cul-de-sac or to the roundabout, the answer's gonna be no.
And so traffic currently backs up to that intersection at school?
I avoided at all costs to 8:30 or whatever, because I don't want to see it. Last time I got stuck in, it was, you know, people down there trying to turn left, couldn't do it. So the traffic backed up well past our driveway. So I assume it's, you know, again,
Okay.
I come the other way if I've got to be here at 9 o'clock, or something. I come the other way around.
Okay.
I don't know exactly how bad it is. I don't know if they did any counts recently on Morse or whatever.
So,
Go ahead.
so by way of background, Fairfield Township, by way of background, there have been extensive conversations between Fairfield City Schools, specifically North. Denise was involved with that. The county and Fairfield Township, of course, to discuss the traffic issues out here. There are a number of different things that were talked about, adding lanes, doing the different things to try and get the traffic smoothed out over there. So I believe that the Butler County Engineers Office would have taken that into consideration with the design for this. Additionally, I think we're all aware of the number of accidents that took place out there at that intersection. Anecdotally, staff has relayed to me a number of situations where they've seen multiple accidents. I mean, you're sitting right there. I believe both of you have seen accidents happen multiple times out there. It's also my understanding that the county does go through a process to identify different intersections and the problems that those intersections that they would have. And I think this one has finally risen to the occasion of being something that we can get fixed. So in light of public comments and everything else, I think it's a good thing. It's going to add to the safety of Fairfield Township and the safety of people that are coming through here. The one concern I have is that we haven't gotten acceptance from all of the residents. That does concern me a little bit, and I hope that can be worked through because that's an issue as well. But I think that What concerns me though is, it's an unsafe intersection. Roundabouts typically do slow down traffic, and I think there's a lot of studies and research that's been done to prove that roundabouts are safer, and there's a lot easier flow of traffic. I don't know how specifically that's going to impact that without talking to the engineer's office, but I would imagine that they did take that into consideration with the design of this.
I agree with that statement. I mean, I'm not against roundabouts. Again, I just think that the process itself, from where I'm sitting, is the information has been very scarce at best through the process. I know they asked us if we want to spend some money to do something on this inside the circle. Now, I don't know if they shared that information with the administration at the township level, and it hasn't been forthcoming to us or to me, but I agree. Roundabouts are the way to go. I'm surprised, looking at this for the first time, that they're not taking more land. I mean, I'm
True.
still amazed that they're going to stay within that.
Well, I think they're not taking,
Right away is probably bigger than we think. It'll be closer to our building, and that's why I'm sure it's probably the neighbor over here that's.
I think
I don't know which
I
neighbor it
believe
is,
it's
but-
the other, they're going to take more land from the other.
It's going
Residents,
to be
it's-
the northwest corner.
Yeah, that's
They're not going to need as much land from us.
over here.
So the footprint will be,
This one, really?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
so I know that we have heard scuttlebutt about this roundabout going in for more than 12 months. Yeah, these are the first drawings that we have of this. Nothing that I have seen today since I did receive this concerns me. They're asking for very little from us. And I want to make sure that we have easy access to and from our parks. And it looks like that's only going to be striping. And I'm sure that if there's any plans for that to be an island, that will be discussed with our staff, and they know our feelings about that. So I don't have any concerns. I definitely think it needs to happen. I agree with the resident, and he spoke about it is people do fly right past that intersection, and now they will be slowing down even if they're going straight and there's no traffic. They will have to slow down to go around that corner. So I think it's going to be better for all parties and for our community as a whole. So, and while it's not perfect that we are meeting on a Tuesday afternoon at 11 o'clock, if that's what needs to take place for this to move forward, I'm willing to do that. Then I agree with Trustee McAbee. It would have been great to have all this information a lot sooner, but we know how government works. Sometimes it doesn't always work at the pace that you want it to happen, or you don't get information as rapidly as you wish. But that's the way things work, and I'm happy with moving forward with this.
I also like the added layer of safety that it provides for the park over here too, because it should theoretically slow down the traffic over there as they're driving past the park too. So I think that's a good thing. It's just, there's so many aspects of safety here that I think that'll add to this intersection and to this region of the township.
I will say I'm not interested in making it look like a record player, though.
I don't see why not.
There was a social media post recently about
Somebody
that.
put a social media post out about a roundabout in another country that looked like a record player
So, a turntable, right?
turntable.
Okay, any other comments?
It's closed.
Okay. Mrs. French, will you call the roll, please?
Trustee Birdie,
Yes,
Trustee Harkemaier.
Yes.
Trustee McAbee.
Yes.
and that motion passes. There's no other business today. So,
Adjourn?
second? Mrs. French, will you please call the roll, please?
Trustee Birdie,
Yes?
Trustee Harkemaier.
Yes.
Trustee McAbee.
Yep.
This motion passes, and we adjourn at 11:20 a.m. Thank you all very much.
Thanks for coming out.